Hi, I'm Rachel Lum and I'm the new Head of Art at Greenhead College. Here at Greenhead we've got fantastic facilities, we've got these great studio spaces to work in, we've got 2 of these, we've got a big atrium area where you can come and work in and out of your lessons. We have facilities to do a range of different disciplines, we have fashion and textiles, we have photography and film, we do graphics, we do 3-dimensional studies, we do painting and drawing and printmaking too. So under our unendorsed umbrella you can do a range of different disciplines, whichever you choose to do. Our philosophy is that we are very student-centred. We are dedicated to helping you on your creative journey through analytical and independent learning. We want you to be progressive, we want you to progress through the subject, we want you to understand what art is all about. We want you to know why artists do what they do and how you can be an artist or a creative person within that. We are challenging and we're ambitious for you, and we want you to take risks, because that's what one of the assessment objectives is about: experimentation. So we want you to explore and experiment too. We focus on ensuring you have a fulfilling and enriching experience in the creative arts, whatever your career. If you're going into the arts, or you're going into architecture, or you're going into another area altogether, we want you to become a creative person. It is not necessary to have a GCSE in an art-based subject, but it does help. If you haven't got a GCSE in an art-based subject and you want to do it at A level at Greenhead, please, if you could contact me, then we could have a talk about your progression. As I said before, it's an unendorsed course where you'll be able to choose whatever discipline you want to do. In A1, at the beginning of your studies, we will go through what's called an induction course, where you will look at all the different kinds of art, what art is, about drawing, about painting, about mark making. We're going to photography, we're going to film and graphics, printmaking, colour theories, and all the basics that you will ever need, and then you kind of begin to choose which area you might want to go down. So in your component 1, you will begin to choose an area which is of interest to you. Your component 1 could be based on a subject, or it could be just a development of your ideas and your studies. In component 1, you would also support your practical work with a 1,000-word essay, a 1,000 to 3,000-word essay, and that's called your personal investigation. So this is a personal investigation book. Component 2 is the examination unit, where the exam board will set you a theme to develop your work on, and then you will culminate in a 15-hour exam.
This is one of the studios we have at Greenhead Art Department. It's a beautiful space to work in. It's got lots of light, it's got lots of energy, we've got lots of exhibiting spaces and places for you to work and develop your practice. We are very successful with our students. A lot of students go on to top universities for art, such as Slade, Wimbledon, Chelsea, Goldsmiths School of Art. A lot of the students get in straight from A-level, and some students choose to do a foundation course either at Leeds or Manchester, where they can develop their studies even further. We get a lot of architecture students too, and they've gone on to top universities such as UCL and Sheffield, and they really enjoy their creative practice here, as well as developing their academic skills at Greenhead too. This is the atrium area where you can come and work anytime you want in the art department. We have got an area in here where there's a library and the Mac Suite. We've got a photocopy for you to use anytime you want to do. This is also an exhibition space. So it's quite a lovely light area to go in. This is more of a textile area where you can use the sewing machines. We have lots of students working up here out of their lessons, and we do encourage them to do that, because obviously you need to develop your studies as much as you possibly can while you're in college. And we'd expect you to double up your time out of lessons, as many as you do in lessons too.
I hope I've given you a flavour of what it's like at Greenhead Art Department. It's a great place to come and pursue your creative studies. If there are any questions, please go to the live chat and you'll be able to get an answer straight away. Thank you for listening.
So at Greenhead we all have the freedom to go down whatever pathway you wanted to. So I'm doing architecture, Ellie's doing portraiture and Harriet's doing fashion. So it's very inclusive, it encourages you to go down your own specific route rather than following just painting or just graphics. We can all have the freedom to do whatever we want.
I also feel like at the start of the first year I did really lack self-confidence, but due to the massive support you get from all your teachers, all the development you get to do, you really do become more confident, more ambitious overall.
Yeah, and it's like the teachers are so caring about what you want to do. They don't tell you what they'd prefer you to do. If you say what you want to do and you're ambitious about it, they will just push you as far as they can so you get to that goal, and it's more about what you personally want. You're not reading from a book, it's all from your head.
So we've got Max for every single student doing graphics or any sort of Photoshop work. We've got the space for about 30 students at a time. It's a place to come up for your frees. We've got a library as well with all sorts of art resources. So if you need any sort of research, we've got sewing books, textiles, painting ones, and we've also got all our resources over here as well. So we've got like tissue paper, cartridge paper, past sketchbooks to look at other people's work, and it's just a great place for inspiration.
This is the study area for when you're doing your work out of class, so it's a very open area and it's really peaceful and calming to do your work. And it's also really inspirational whilst you're doing your work. You can see all the students' work that they've done as well. And it's a very kind of like friendly place to work because we're all in it together, we all help each other out, and it's just a very nice place.
This is the textile area of the college. We have an array of sewing machines and all the mannequins you could need, especially if you're passionate about exploring fashion design or textiles. Some of the pieces up here are even exploring sewing into work. You've got all the fabrics you could possibly need. Over here there's work that's been woven, and here that's fashion design. So you can really explore any artist that you actually like.